This call is now being recorded.
So once again, good afternoon all. So in the last lecture, we have covered all the three techniques related to the work measurement. That is, we have little bit introduction related to the time study. Then we have discussed about the work sampling techniques. And at the end, we have discussed about the PMTA, that is predetermined motion time study. Okay, so these are the three methods which are used in the work measurement for the time calculation. But what are the mostly method is used for measuring the time, that is the time study, because in the time study concept we are using the actually time measuring instruments in the form of stopwatch, time study sheet is there, time study board is there. So what are the instruments are there for the time measurement, that all the instruments we are using in the time study concept. But what are the remaining 2 points are there, that is work sampling and the PMTS are there. In that the time study equipments not we are not using, so we are implementing that particular concepts for some another applications also. And in addition to that, that remaining two techniques are also useful for the measurement of time. Okay, so now in the today's lecture we will solve the problems based on the standard time calculation. So we have to solve the three numericals, how to calculate the standard time, and while calculating that particular standard time, which formulas are important. So whenever we are solving the problems based on this particular standard time calculations, we are having the two important formulas. We are having the two important formulas. In that, the first important formula is for the normal time calculation. The first important formula is called as a normal time calculation. So we are having that particular simple formula for the normal time calculation. So one basic formula we are having, that is performance rating. Performance rating. So whenever we have discussed this particular concept, performance rating is equal to normal time upon observed time into 100. So this is the formula number one. And from this particular formula, if I have to calculate the normal time, so the formula is available in the form of performance rating. But the performance rating, it will be given in the statement of the problem. Observed time, it is also given in the statement of the problem. 100, this is the constant parameter. My requirement is that while solving the numericals, I have to calculate the normal time. So by using the above formula, if I will write down the normal time is equal to performance rating into observed time. Performance rating into observed time divided by 100. So by rearranging the terms, I have written the same formula in the form of normal time. Also, this normal time, it is also called as a basic time. Please keep in mind, normal time, it is also called as a basic time. So this is the formula number one. And second formula, that is standard time is equal to normal time, normal or basic time plus allowances. Normal time or basic time plus allowances. There are different types of the allowances will be given. Maybe personal allowance is given, fatigue allowance is given, then contingency allowance is given, interference allowance is given, sometimes the policy allowance is given. Therefore, whenever I am calculating or we are calculating the standard time, so we have to use the formula standard time is equal to normal time, or it is also called as a basic time plus allowances. So whatever the type of allowance along with their percentage, if it is mentioned in the numerical, that type of allowance and that percentage we have to consider during the standard time calculation. So these are the two important formulas. There are only two formulas are there. One is normal time, another is standard time. By using this particular two formulas, we can solve any type of problem based on the standard time calculation. So I request all the students, please take this particular two formulas in your notebook. Based on this some MCQ based questions are also there. In case of a MCQ also, some problems are also asked. Please keep in mind, in MCQ questions, some problems are also asked for the standard time calculation. So one input is given and four options are given in the form of answer. And by using this particular formula, you have to do the calculation and immediately you have to choose the correct answer in the form of standard time. Therefore, these two formulas are very important for the calculation of normal time and second formula for the standard time calculation. So by using the performance rating formula, I have defined the normal time formula, which is also called as a basic time. Also, the standard time is equal to normal or basic time plus allowances. So there are so many types of allowances are there. It will be mentioned in the statement of the numerical. According to that, we have to take it into further considerations. Okay. So now based on this, we will solve one sample problem, that is problem number 1. So what is that particular problem? Let us see. The operation consists of 6 elements whose observed time and performance ratings are. So one operation is there. It consists of a total 6 elements. So if you go through this particular table, so element number first column represents the element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, the 5 elements are there by mistake. Here they have written 6. So 5 elements whose observed time. So for each and every element, the observed time is given. So element number 1, element number 2, element number 3, element number 4, and element number 5. Their observed time is given in the second column, and their performance rating is also represented in the third column. So for element number 1, performance rating is 80. Then for second, 85. Third, 95. For fourth, 90. And for fifth element, 90% performance rating is given. So this is the given parameter. Okay. Assuming personal allowance as a 10%. Personal allowance means if that worker has to go for drinking the water, washing the hands, if he has to satisfy their personal needs, at that time, for that personal needs, 10% allowance will be given, and contingency allowance is given as a 5% of basic time. 10% and 5% of basic time. म्हणजे बेसिक टाइम वर 5% अलाउन्स हा कंटिजेन्सी अलाउन्स आहे आणि 10% अलाउन्स हा पर्सनल अलाउन्स आहे. And calculate the standard time as per the piece. So we have to calculate the standard time for this particular given parameters. So here you can see in the given parameters, the observed time is given, performance rating is given, two types of allowances are given. One is 10%, another is 5%. So first of all, we have to calculate the normal time or the basic time, because whenever I have to calculate the standard time, first of all, my requirement is that I have to calculate the normal time for the each and every element, and at the end I have to add the allowance. So how to calculate? Let us see. So I have taken this particular table as it is for my further calculation, and one more column I will insert at the end. One more column I have inserted at the end. Those given parameters, given table, we have to utilize as it is for your further calculation. And now here I have to calculate the normal time. In the last column, I have to calculate the normal time. Please keep in mind, normal time, it is also called as a basic time. So we are having the normal time formula. It is also called as a basic time. Let's just consider it is in minute. Okay, so normal time. So for the first reading, for the first element, sample calculation I will do. For E1, I can consider element 1. So normal time is equal to we are having the formula observed time into performance rating divided by 100 is equal to. So for the first element, what is the observed time? 2. What is the performance rating? 80% divided by 100. So what will be the answer? What will be the normal time for the first element? Please do the calculation and tell me the answer. So what is the normal time for the first element? You can represent your answer in the chat box also. Normal time for the first element, 2 into 80 divided by 100. Yes, what is the normal time? 1.6, correct. Others, please do your calculation. Check your answer. 1.6. Okay, 1.6. Similarly, for E2, element 2, again, NT, I can short write down normal time is equal to, what is the observed time for the second element? 3.2 into performance rating 85 divided by 100. So what is the normal time for the second element? Yes, 2.72. So 2.72. Similarly, do the calculation for remaining three elements. So for the first element, normal time is 1.6. Second, 2.72. Tell me the answer for the third. Normal time for the third element. This is in minute. Yes, normal time for the third element, 2.8 into 95 divided by 100. 2.8 into 95 divided by 100. Same formula, yes, 2.66. 2.66. Only two students are giving the answer. What about others? Are you present for ideally only for formality purpose? So what about others? No one is having the calculator. If you are not replying, I will mark absentee for the today's lecture. Those who are not replying, I will mark the absentee. Yes, for the fourth element, what is the normal time? 4.2 into 90 divided by 100. 4.2 into 90 divided by 100. Yes, 3.78. Correct. 3.78. Yes, 3.78. This is the correct answer. And tell me the value for the last one. Same formula I am using for all the four elements. Yes, 4.68. Correct. 4.68. Please check your answers, others. Now please tell me total normal time. Total normal time. Total normal time for all elements. Do the addition. 1.6 plus 2.72 plus 2.66 plus 3.78 plus 4.68. Do the addition of all the normal time and tell me the total normal time for all the elements. Yes, what is the total normal time? Only you have to do the addition simple. Yes, 15.44. 15.44 minutes. So this is the total normal time. So here I will write total normal time or basic time. Total normal time or basic time is equal to 15.44 minute. 15.44 minute. Now we are having the formula for the standard time calculation is equal to normal time or basic time plus allowances. Plus allowances. That means we have to consider the effect of allowance. How much allowance is given? The personal allowance is given 10% on basic time. Basic time वर 10% allowance हा personal allowance दिलेला आहे आणि 5% contingency allowance is also given on the basic time. On basic time or on normal time, 5% contingency allowance is given. So here I will write personal allowance. Personal allowance 10% is equal to On basic time, how much percentage allowance is given? 10. So 10 divided by 100. Tell me the personal allowance time. Similarly, contingency allowance. How much? 5% is given on basic time. 5.44. How much? 5% out of 100. Tell me the total time required for the personal needs. 15.44 into 10 divided by 100. So what is the personal allowance? 1.544. Correct. 1.544 minutes. Similarly, 5% contingency allowance is given. Then tell me contingency allowance also in minute. Contingency allowance in minute. 0.772. Correct. 0.772 minute. So this is the personal allowance 1.544 out of on total basic time and 0.772 minutes. This is for the contingency allowance. Therefore, standard time is equal to normal or basic time plus allowances. Okay, so normal time 15.44 plus allowances. How many allowances are there? Two allowances are there. Therefore, I have to take personal allowance 1.544 plus contingency allowance 0.772. Therefore, tell me the answer of standard time. Total standard time is equal to, yes, 17.756 minute. So this is the standard time to complete that particular task. Out of that, this 15.44, it represents the normal time or basic time which is required to complete the task only. So whatever the work is assigned to that particular operator or the worker, that worker can complete his work or he can complete their operation in 15.44 minutes. But during working condition, if he has to go for drinking the water, washing the hands, for such activities, 1.544 minutes are given. And contingency means if he has to change the tool, if he has to change the coolant, if he has to change the oil, like that activities I can perform under the contingency allowance. How much amount of time is given? 0.772 minutes are given. That means total standard time to complete that particular task is 17.756. Therefore, whenever the operators are working on any type of machine, you have to give the different types of the allowances because continuous working is not possible on the machine. Therefore, we have to give some personal allowance, contingency allowance, because this is the requirement. If that worker will take the rest, then and then he can work in the effective manner. So this is the sample problem which is related to the standard time calculation. So what I have done, first of all, by using the normal time formula, I have calculated normal time for the each and every element. Then I have made the addition. Then on total normal time, 10% allowance I have considered. On the total normal time, 5% allowance I have considered. And at the end, made the addition of normal time plus two types of allowances. So effect of both the allowances I have taken. Therefore, at the end, I have written 15.44 plus 1.544 plus 0.772. And you will get the total standard time is equal to 17.756 minutes. Okay, so this is the problem number 1 related to the standard time calculation. Now, second problem. Straightforward problems are there. Somewhat modifications are made. Let us see. Following are the element times of the turning operation. So whatever the task is given, that is turning operation is there. The corresponding rating means performance rating and relaxation allowances are given in the tabular record as under. So the performance rating of each and every activity, it is given, and relaxation allowance is given. Relaxation allowance means here the worker can take rest if there is any fatigue, there is any pain in the operator at that time, when relaxation allowance is provided. So in that particular relaxation allowance, the operator can take the rest for 5 to 10 minutes, and afterwards once again he will start the operation. So if you go through this particular given data, the first column represents elements. In that, the activities are given. Locate the tool. How much time is required for locating the tool? 0.15 minutes. Means second column represents the observed time. See, first is the element. That means type of activity, whatever we are performing. And to perform that particular activity, how much amount of time is required? Means it is called as a observed time. So locate the tool, 0.15 minutes. Start the machine, 0.05 minutes are required. Adjust the tool, third element, 0.55 minutes. Carry out the turning operation, 1 minute is required. And return to the tool, again 0.10 minutes are required. In the third column, for each and every element, the performance rating is given. You can see in the third column, 80, 85, 90, 95, 90. And for each and every element, the relaxation allowance is given in the last column. So for the first element, 13% extra relaxation allowance is there. For second, again 13. For third element, 10%. For fourth element, 12%. Again for the last fifth element, in the previous problem, 10% and 5% allowance is given, but it is given on total normal time. It is given on total basic time. In this particular numerical, for each and every activity, the relaxation allowance is given. Means after locating the tool, during location of the tool, or whenever I'm locating that particular tool on the machine, 13% extra relaxation allowance will be given, because sometimes the tools are very heavy. So at that time, this 13% allowance will be considered. So for each and every element, separate relaxation allowance is given. Also, at the end, calculate the standard time for this operation, assuming contingency allowance of 3% of normal time. At the end, once again, 3% extra contingency allowance is given on total normal time. This 13, 13, 10, 12, 13, this allowance, relaxation allowance is given for each and every element. But one more 3% allowance is given on total normal time. So how to solve that particular numerical? Let us see. So I have taken this particular table once again as it is. Now here, what I have to do, first of all, I have to calculate the normal time. So here, what I will do, first of all, I have to calculate the normal time. So normal time or basic time. Okay. Sample calculation I will do once again. Sample calculation for element number 1. So normal time is equal to observed time into performance rating divided by 100. So for the first element, what is the observed time? 0.15. What is the performance rating? 80 divided by 100. Tell me the normal time for the first element. Yes, 0.12. Correct. 0.12. Similarly, calculate normal time for the remaining elements and tell me the answer. Normal time for the second element by using the same formula. Normal time is equal to observed time into performance rating divided by 100. So observed time 0.05 into 85 divided by 100, 0.0425. I will check. Yes, correct. 0.0425 minute. This all the times are in minute. Okay. Then for the third element, Yes, 0.95. For third element, tell me the answer for the third element first. What is the answer for the third element? 0.55 into 90 divided by 100. 0.495. Correct. 0.495. Then for fourth element, observe time is 1 minute. Performance rating is 95. Yes, 0.95. Correct. 0.95. Normal time for the fourth and last element. Observe time is 0.10. Performance rating is 90. 0.09. Let us check. 0.09. Correct. 0.09. So here I have to make the total. So at the end, tell me total normal time. Do the addition of all the four elements, all the normal times for the four elements, and tell me the last answer. Total normal time for the all the five elements. You have to do the simple addition and you will get the answer. Yes, what is the total normal time? Let's do the addition and tell me the answer. Total normal time. 1.69675. Correct. 1.697. This is the total normal time. Okay. But again, for each and every element, the relaxation allowance is given. For the element number 1, 13% relaxation allowance is there. That means this 13% relaxation allowance we have to consider on their respective normal time. For the second element, again 13% allowance. What is the normal time for the second element? 0.0425. Again for the third element, 10% allowance is there. For the fifth, fourth, 12. For fifth, 13. And for each and every element, the separate normal time we have calculated. Therefore, in the last column, we have to write normal time allowance. In the previous problem, only 10% and 5% allowance is given on the total normal time. Here in this particular problem also, at the end, last 3% allowance is given on total normal time. But in addition to that, for each and every element, again, 30%, 13%, 10%, 12%, 13%, these are the extra relaxation allowances are given. Therefore, effect of that particular relaxation allowance we have to consider, and at the end effect of this contingency allowance also we have to consider. Therefore, one more column I have increased, and for the each and every element again I have to calculate the normal time allowance. So let us see normal time allowance. So I will do the sample calculation. So normal time allowance for element number 1. Okay. What is the normal time for the first element? 0.12. How much percentage relaxation allowance is given out of 100? 13 divided by 100. Tell me the answer. Normal time allowance for the element number 1. That is 0.12 into 13 divided by 100. This is applicable for element number 1 only. Yes, 0.0156. 0.0156. Yes, second, one by one, please tell me. For the second element, again, normal time 0.0425. How much percentage? 13. 13%. Tell me the answer one by one. 0 point for the second element. Normal time is equal to 0.0425 into 13 divided by 100. किती येते आन्सर बघा. What is the answer for the second element? What is the answer for second element? 0.005525. To check your answers once again. 0.0425 into 13 divided by 100. Yes, 0.005525. 0.005525. Then tell me for the third element. What is for the third element? For third element, the normal time is 0.495 into allowance, 10% relaxation allowance. So 0.495 into 100 by 10. Yes, what is the answer? Zero point zero 0.0495. Then for the fourth element, normal time is 0.95. Relaxation allowance is 12%. What is the answer? Are you there in the meeting? प्रथमेश बंदाई, शंतनू ढगे, ओमकार गोरे, शिवानी कोथावले, आत्रे, राऊत, गांडुळे, पवार, सूरज गायकवाड, आकाश वळसंगे, राहुल जुंदडे, पवन परकम, अंजली गवळी, वरद लाड, मानसी भूमकर, प्रतीक सिंह मंडवले, प्रतीक सिंह कुंभार, आशिष गंजाळे, सचिन पंडित. Are you there in the meeting? For third element 0.114 and last for the fifth element. For the fifth element 0.0117. Let us check. 0.09 into 13. 0.0117. 0.0117. Then do the addition of last column and tell me the final answer. Do the addition of last column and tell me the final answer once again. Total normal time allowance. Total normal time allowance. 0.1963. Yes, again, 2-3 answers. 0.1963. Let us check. 0.1963. Yes, what about others? Please check your answer. 0.1963. This is the total normal time allowance or normal time allowance. Okay. Yes, 0.1963. This is correct. Okay. Now, The second last column, I have calculated the total normal time. But on that particular total normal time, the relaxations allowance are given. Therefore, in the last column, once again, I have calculated the normal time allowances and I have made the additions. Okay, now I have to calculate the standard time. I have to calculate the standard time. So we are having the total normal time is equal to, what is the total normal time? 1.6975 minutes. This is the total normal time we have calculated. Then standard time. Standard time is equal to normal time plus allowance. Normal time plus allowance. So what is the total normal time by considering all the types of allowances? So what is the total normal time by considering all the types of allowances? Here we got that particular answer. Yes, what is the total normal time by considering all the types of allowances? This is the 0.1963 total normal time. We are having 1.6975 plus how much percentage allowance we have considered on the total normal time, that is 3% contingency allowance. It is given in the statement, contingency allowance of 3% of total normal time. Therefore 1.6975 into 3 divided by 100 is equal to 1.6975 plus what is the allowance, what is the contingency allowance? What is the contingency allowance? 1.6975 into 3 by 100. You know what is the contingency allowance by the calculation? Yes. What is the contingency allowance on the total normal time? 1.6975 into 3 by 100. Yes. One 1.6975 into 3 by 100. 0.05092. 0.05092. Then standard time is equal to, yes, what is the standard time? To the addition. What is the standard time? Why 1.676975 plus 0.05092. What is the total standard time? One point nine four four seven two. 1.94472. Let us check. 0.05092 plus so here 1.94472 minute. So this is the standard time. Okay, so this is the standard time. So what we have done, what is the difference between the previous problem and this problem? In the previous problem, for each and every element, the relaxation allowance was not given. Only total allowance 10% and 5% contingency allowance is given. But in the second problem, 5 elements are given, their observed time is given, their performance rating is given, but each and every element, again 13% extra allowance as relaxation allowance is given. Therefore, second last column we have calculated as a normal time or the basic time, and by using that particular normal time and by using that particular relaxation allowance, once again I have calculated the normal time allowances. At the end, I have made the simple formula, that is standard time is equal to normal time plus allowance. So standard time we have calculated, the allowance on the total normal time is given as a 3% contingency allowance, and at the end by making the additions you will get the standard time is equal to 1.94472 minutes. So this is the second problem, and then one more problem we'll take, that is problem number 3. So let us see once again, the following data refers to time study taken on the job. Okay, so here what they have represented, the total 7 elements are represented by the column number 1. Then observed time for the each and every element is represented by the second column. Observed rating, or it is also called as a performance rating, it is also measured, and their frequency, it is also mentioned. The frequency of each and every element, for from element number 1 to element number 5, the frequency is 1, but for the 6th element and the 7th element, their frequency is 1/5. So the effect of the frequency also we have to consider during the normal time calculation. Assuming relaxation allowance 12%, contingency allowance 3%, policy allowance 10%, calculate the standard time and issue time. Calculate the standard time and the issue time. That means once again the problem is same, but in addition to that, which column they have added? Last column, that is frequency. The frequency of each and every element, it is represented, and from element number 1 to element number 5, the frequency is 1, but for 6th and 7th element, their frequency is 1/5. So that frequency, effect of frequency also we have to consider during the normal time calculation. So how to consider? Let us see. So I have taken this particular table once again as it is for my further calculation. Okay, then one more column I will increase here to calculate the normal time. So this is the one more column I have increased, that is normal time. Normal time or basic. In minute I am calculating. So element number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we are having the simple formula. So sample calculation for element number 1. So normal time is equal to observed time into performance rating divided by 100 into frequency. How many times that element number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it is repeated. Therefore, the effect of frequency also we have to consider. Therefore, for the first element, normal time is equal to, so what is the observed time? 1.20 into, what is the performance rating for the element number 1? It is 90% divided by 100 into, what is the frequency for the element number 1? It is equal to 1. Therefore, you will get the answer as a normal time. What is the answer? Normal time for the element number 1 by using the formula in front of you, observed time into performance rating divided by 100 into frequency. You have to multiply it by frequency to the each and every element during the normal time calculation. In the previous two problems, the frequency was not given, so we have not taken the effect of frequency. Now here do the calculation and tell me the normal time for the first element. What is normal time for the first element? Yes, what is normal time for the first element? 1.08. Just let us check. 1.08. Yes, correct. 1.08. Similarly, tell me the answer for the remaining elements. Up to the element number 5, the frequency is same and we have to multiply by 1 only. So you will get the same answers. So only you have to change. Yes, 0.475. Let us check. Correct. 0.475 for element number 2. Element number 3, again the frequency is same. Let us check. 3.20. Yes, 3.2. Element number 4, again the frequency is 1, same. Again 1.8. Correct. Element number 5, again the frequency is same, 1. Yes, how much? Element number 5, I think 1.8, again 1.8, because same, 120 into 90 divided by 100. Then for the 6th and 7th, frequency is 1 by 5. Therefore, whenever I am calculating that normal time for the 6th and 7th element, for the final answer, you have to multiply by 1 by 5 because frequency is 1 by 5. Therefore, tell me normal time for the 6th element. What is normal time for the 6th element? Observe time is 2. Performance rating is 90 divided by 100 into 1 by 5 because you have to multiply by frequency. 1 by 5. Please check your answers. Now observe time is 2 into performance rating 90 divided by 100 into 1 by 5. Yes, how much? Simple formula you have to use for the 6th element and the 7th element. So for example, sample calculation, normal time for element number 6. So what is the observed time? 2. 2 into 90 divided by 100 into frequency 1 by 5. So what is the answer? What is the answer?
0.36.
Yes, 0.36. Do the calculation. How 1.8, how 1.9, 0.36. Then for the 7th element, again the same formula, E7. What is the observed time? 3. What is their performance rating? 100. Divided by 100 into their frequency 1 by 5. What is the answer? Yes, what is the answer? 0.6. Correct. So here I will write 0.6. Calculate the total normal time. Tell me the answer. Total normal time. Do the addition of all the elements. What is normal time we have calculated from 1 to 7? Do the additions, you will get the total normal time. Yes, what is the total normal time? What is the total normal time? Simply you have to do the addition. Yes, what is the total normal time? 9 point something. What is the answer? What is your answer? Here 1.08 is there. For the element number 5, this is 1.08. Yes, 8.595. Correct. 8.595. Okay. So this is the total normal time. 8.595. Okay. Then we have to calculate the standard time. So first of all, we have to calculate the total allowance. This is also one simple step. Total allowance is equal to how many allowances are given? Relaxation allowance is 12% plus contingency allowance 3% and policy allowance 10%. So what I will do? Relaxation allowance plus contingency allowance plus policy allowance. Okay. So relaxation allowance is given 12 plus 3 plus 10. 12 plus 3 plus 10 is equal to total 25% allowance is given during that particular working condition. Therefore, total allowance on normal time is equal to, so what is the total normal time? 8.595. 8.595 into total allowance 25 by 100. Tell me total allowance on the normal time. What is your answer? Total allowance on the normal time 8.595 into 25. Yes, 2.148 minute. These are the extra time is given to that particular worker in the form of relaxation allowance. That means he can take the rest. Contingency allowance means in that 2 minutes he can change the oil, he can change the coolant, he can change the tool. And policy allowance, it is given from the management as a 10%. Therefore, standard time is equal to normal time plus total allowance. So normal time is equal to 8.595 plus 2.148. Therefore, standard time is equal to, yes, tell me the answer, 10.7437. Correct. 10.7437 minute. So this is the standard time required to complete that particular task or to complete that particular activity. So this is the last problem based on this particular standard time calculation. So whatever the three problems we have solved, all the three problems are having the different variety. So problem number 1, in which only observed time and performance rating is given, and at the end the personal allowance and the contingency allowance is given. In the second problem, for each and every element, the relaxation allowance is given. Therefore, based on that particular normal time and the relaxation allowance, I have calculated the normal time allowances, and again I have used the same formula. And whatever this third problem is given, in that the effect of the frequency we have considered. So whatever the normal time I am calculating, to that particular normal time I have to multiply it by frequency. So for element number 1 to 5, the frequency is 1. Okay, but for 6th and 7th element, the frequency is 1 by 5. Therefore, you will get the normal time different. Then I have made the addition. Here, I have made the addition of all the allowances. I can calculate like that. 12% separate allowance for the total normal time. 3% separate allowance for the total normal time. 10% separate allowance for the total normal time. But instead of increasing that particular number of steps, what I have done, I have calculated total allowance. That means I have made the addition of all the allowances. You will get total 25% allowance. And that 25% allowance I have considered on the total normal time. You will get the total allowance time as a 2.148, and then by addition of normal time and the total allowance, you will get the standard time is equal to 10.7437 minute. Okay, so this is about the standard time calculation. So whatever the procedure we have followed for the problem number 1, 2, 3, it is same. So same process we have to follow. Only you have to remind the two formulas. One formula for the normal time calculation, second formula for the standard time calculation. But during calculating that particular standard time, first of all we have to calculate the total allowance time, which is calculated on the normal time. So normal time into allowance given divided by 100. So like that we have to calculate the allowance time, and that allowance time we have to add in the normal time, then you will get the total standard time. So this will be the last problem, and with this particular problem we have finished this particular chapter number 4 based on the work measurement. Okay, so with this today we will stop here.